the small business owner, or they'll just get rid of all their employees and automate. They struggle, but out here they don't. They treat everybody well. We're going to spend most of our day talking about that and some of the wonderful things that they do. We're also going to talk about what happened downtown. They can release all the artist renderings they want about how magnificent downtown's going to be, and it's easy to make a drawing, Larry, but it's hard to make a difference downtown. Think about your kids when they were interning, as mine and my son Vince is interning with me all summer on the Get Marty team. If they were downtown and got the crap beat out of them, as this young girl got dragged into the street and her head pounded off the sidewalk and no one would help her. Ed Gainey can talk about all he wants about some kind of vibe downtown and all he wants to say about how wonderful it's going to be. Well, how is it today? Mr. Richard, as long as there are people on the streets downtown who are willing to beat the hell out of someone who's 18 years old in public and no one will help them, downtown will never have a good vibe, Mr. Richard. And it's very, very unsettling. And quite frankly, I don't give a damn if it irritates that I'm talking about this. But today we're going to have a wonderful day in Oakmont talking about making a difference here at Oakmont Bakery.
All right. Have a great weekend, Marty. Thanks. 10 till 2, Get Marty at Oakmont Bakery. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Genesis in Monroeville now open. Back to Heather Zambito.
Yeah, the morning rush is hanging on a couple places right now. The Parkway East is on the inbound side, just lining up at about the Britton Road overpass as you make your way into the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. The outbound side was busy for a while because of an incident inside the tunnel, is mostly back up to speed. You're just tapping your brakes around the Squirrel Hill exit there. The Parkway West, though, has had a busy jump just within the last few minutes. Right now, you are getting in that lineup before the top of Green Tree Hill. 65 inbound still has about a 1 to 2 light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. AAA traffic on the 5s. I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
There's so much going on in the world.
Say the word and unlock the world.
I love listening on Alexa. It's on every smart speaker I have. Some rooms have more than one because my husband's obsessed with technology.
Tell your smart speaker to play News Radio.
If you're looking for fresh produce, fresh halal meats, savory sweets, and everyday essentials, Salem's Market on Center is where you need to go. Located in the legendary Hill District, Salem's on Center is open every day from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Stop in and ask about our amazing meat specials. Check out the new halal deli and delicious treats at the new bakery, 1850 Center Avenue. Everyone's talking about the new Salem's Market in the Hill District. Come see what all the fuss is about. You'll love it. Stop in today. Find more at salemsmarketgrill.com.
The Pittsburgh Zoo and Aquarium Summer Safari returns on Friday, June 21st. This year, they're channeling their inner zebra as Summer Safari is in black and white. The Zoo's Summer Safari is one of the region's most anticipated events, celebrating wildlife for one wild night. Party for a purpose, as this 21-plus event supports the Pittsburgh Zoo's animals and worldwide conservation efforts. For tickets and more information, visit pittsburghzoo.org. IRS problems. We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh, W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Medicare Solutions Studios.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Partly sunny skies. It's 70 at 10 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Weekend restrictions on the Parkway East could cause some traffic headaches for drivers. With more on that, here's News Radio KDKA's Greg McAtee.
Beginning tonight at 9, PennDOT crews will restrict the Parkway East to a single lane each direction between Business 22 and the Monroeville interchange for reconstruction of the approach slabs for multiple bridges in the work zone. The work, weather permitting, is part of the $70.1 million Parkway East Betterment Project. The current work is expected to wrap up by Sunday morning at 5 o'clock. Greg McAtee, News Radio KDKA.
PennDOT is also alerting drivers to lane closures over the weekend on I-79. A single northbound lane will be closed from the Route 51 exit as part of the S-Bend project. That happens tonight at 7, runs through 11 a.m. tomorrow. Also, the ramps at the interchange with Route 51 will be closed. There's also a southbound lane restriction on I-79. That's between the Route 60 exit and the I-376 airport exits. That begins tonight at 7 and continues through 6 a.m. Monday. Allegheny County has launched the 500 in 500 initiative. To explain what it is, here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
This new initiative aims to identify 500 affordable housing units over the next 500 days to help people exit homelessness faster. County Executive Sarah Inamorado says the housing crisis is not unique to Allegheny County.
We stand here ready to announce a new program to help move people out of shelter and into stable, safe, and attainable homes.
Since the new partnership with the Allegheny County Housing Authority, the county has housed 21 people in the past month. Information about the initiative is available online at 500in500.alleghenycounty.us. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Red Lobster is reportedly looking to close more restaurants, and the McKnight Road location is on the list of possible closures. A report from CNN says Red Lobster has identified which locations will be shut down if property leases cannot be renegotiated, and then the court approves of the company's bankruptcy reorganization plan. Red Lobster has already closed around 50 locations nationwide. A popular pair is parting ways tonight after decades together on TV. CBS's Monica Ricks has that story.
After 8,000 episodes together, Vanna White's saying goodbye to her Wheel of Fortune co-host, Pat Sajak.
I am very excited and happy to be part of Wheel of Fortune.
That's right, and this is a family you will soon grow to know and love.
Vanna called him a brother and longtime friend, saying they grew up on television together while watching their families grow.
What an incredible and unforgettable journey we've had.
Sajak hosted the game show for 41 years. Vanna will stay on a little longer, welcoming Ryan Seacrest in September. Monica Ricks, CBS News.
On Wall Street, the Dow is down 19 points at 38,867. The NASDAQ down 43. The S&P is down 5 points. KDKA Sports, Dodgers 11, Pirates 7 last night at PNC Park. Nick Gonzalez had 2 hits, including a 2-run homer. Key Brian Hayes had his first 3-hit game of the season. Tonight, the Bucks will host the Twins. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick, your roofer with thousands of 5-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time 1:03. Time to call Shenderovich and Fishman. Why pay 40% when you can pay 25%? Call 888-98-TWINS. Partly sunny and 67 in Pittsburgh. KDKA AAA traffic and the AccuWeather forecast next.
This is an important notice to consumers with $10,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or personal loans. You may qualify to reduce a large portion of your debt, saving you thousands of dollars. National Debt Relief has established a debt relief hotline for consumers to call and see what they qualify for at 800-713-3096. With their fast and easy approval process, National Debt Relief's award-winning team has helped over 550,000 Americans significantly reduce their debt. Consumers who qualify may only need to pay back
Hey, Marty, you guys there?
The top-rated debt relief company has earned thousands of five-star Google reviews and has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
All right, we are here.
Perfect. We're about to go into traffic.
Okay.
So pick up the phone and call now to get this free information at 800-713-3096. 800-713-3096. Again, that's 800-713-3096.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Heather, good morning. How are you? What's going on?
Good morning. Couple of trouble spots left on the roadways right now. Let's start with the Parkway East. The outbound side is pretty much back up to speed after a busier hour than normal because of an incident inside the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. But the inbound side, we're still stacking up just past Edgewood Swissvale as you head into the tunnel. The Parkway West, though, that's really our slow spot right now. You're lining up before the top of Green Tree Hill on the inbound side, and you're going to stay in that traffic until you get down into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. AAA traffic on the 5s. I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM. And AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Today will bring clouds and sun. We'll have a breezy afternoon and evening with a couple of showers around, high 73. Partly to mostly cloudy, low 55 tonight. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Heather Zaire, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Tune in to 1020 KDKA Radio for Medical Frontiers with Dr. Gerald Pfeiffer from the Allegheny Health Network every Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. Dr. Pfeiffer and his special guests will cover the information that you want to know about your health and the latest trends in medicine.
It's the Big K Big Three.
Brought to you by New Flow Men's Health. The biggest 3 stories of the day on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Let me think. The big stories of today, the 3 big ones. Donuts, and donuts. Oh, and refuge for women. How do those two mingle? I'll tell you how. Oakmont Bakery and the Sorreo family, they're just magnificent people. And we have been blessed and had the opportunity to participate in their support of this amazing refuge for women. It's a shelter that's nearby, which we cannot disclose because the women who stay there, their lives can be in danger. And they're trafficked and exploited and abused and neglected, and they swoop in here and they protect them. And it's amazing how Mark, who is one of my good friends, as you know by now, we talk about this all the time. Mark is family to me. How much he cares and how much the Sorreo family cares. And Mark can't help it but to make a difference. And he raises his kids this way and his family this way and his wife is this way. And we're here at his business today to talk about donuts and to talk about this magnificent shelter and how refuge for women makes a difference. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
Hey, Marty. Good. How are you?
People think there's no real commingling of donuts and a shelter for women, but there really is a significance to the two, is there not, sir?
Absolutely. Donuts go with everything.
Right. And quite frankly, the money that you derive from here ends up in some ways in that building that you have donated rooms to and supported. And you're actually doing something really cool today in terms of committing as he puts together his headset. You should see this. We are seeing this live. It's hysterical. He's falling apart. The headset's falling apart.
Yeah. So today, for Donut Day, we are going to donate $5 for every dozen of donuts we sell to Refuge for Women.
That's very cool. Why is this so important to you? Because it's really important to me too.
I mean, I think the organization is just amazing. It's helping, women and girls who are taken advantage of by people. And I feel like it's so needed in our city, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
Well, we never understood until we started drilling down on this, a significant number of tens of thousands of women and young girls who are exploited every year. And this shelter literally protects them from life and death situations, does it not,
Yes.
my man?
Yep. And I think you and I both realize, like, our children, our wives are everything to us.
Right.
And a lot of these women are actually trafficked by their own families, their parents, their spouses.
Come on.
That's just really hard to imagine.
I've been there a couple times. You've been there a couple times. You've been there a lot of times to the shelter. We're going there next week. We're going to shoot something live there. Mark has committed to meeting me there. So you have to say this on the air because he's hard to nail down sometimes. And it's a magnificent place that's nearby here, and you've made it, and they've made it beautiful, and that's important too, isn't it?
It's really important. I think it's a lot of some of the stories I've heard is these women are staying in a place that's nicer than any place they've ever lived, and they also feel the safety part of it, which is more important even than that.
So, in case folks are watching on the stream, you can tell that I'm wearing the Oakmont Bakery shirt, and Mark, because he's a snob, is wearing like a Ralph Lauren polo shirt.
I have my Oakmont Bakery. This is my dress uniform.
Hey, Donut Day. What is Donut Day, man? Where do we get these days? Where does this stuff come from?
Well, actually, Donut Day was started. I can't remember the year now, but I think in the 40s maybe.
Yep.
And women would go into the war zones and make donuts. From what I understand, they would make them. They would take a helmet, put oil in them, put them over a fire, and make these fried dough balls.
Fry them up live.
So that the guys had something to look forward to.
It makes sense. And the fact of the matter is you committed to doing this at scale for so many years, but you've also committed to making a difference in this town and outside of this town. And we talk all the time about the different things that you ask if you can get involved in and you want to do. Something like the cake walks. Quite frankly, you made us a cake. You've made several recently. We took a cake to a woman in the pouring rain last weekend who was literally dying of cancer. And it's fascinating. I've talked to you about this before. This woman was supposed to go into Montefiore on Saturday for her cancer treatment. And the doctors are saying, lady, you need to go into the hospital today and get your treatment to save your life. You know what she said? No, I got to get my cake first. No, you laugh about this stuff.
I love it.
But, and you've seen this firsthand. I have found this moment, because we were in there with her family in the house, and there's 40 of them, and they're all crying. And you're thinking, what the hell? Why is this so important to them? But it really is more than just a darn cake, is it not, sir?
Yeah, I mean, we always say, our motto is we create delicious memories. And I do believe that, a lot of times in life, people can't purchase things that they really want, a luxury car, a luxury home. But this is just a snapshot in time of something that they enjoy, so they come to the bakery and enjoy it. They get out of the parking lot. We make sure that our parking lots are clean. Everything's accessible. Our bathrooms are clean. So everything's an experience.
Yeah, but you also do this stuff. Like you made this woman this bespoke cake with this massive picture of her with boxing gloves fighting cancer.
Yeah.
And you do this because you want people to feel good, not just I have a clean parking lot. You give a damn.
Right.
Right?
Every part of it, I think, is important. Everything we do, answering the phones, greeting people at the door, sending we make Barbie doll cakes for young girls and old women. It's like it just depends on what people like, and it really does. A lot of times tend to give a little spark to someone.
Hey, you and I become good friends, right?
Yes.
All right. So, and he picks on me actually, and I'm
you
very.
actually taught me that.
I'm very sensitive, so I'm going to make him make a pledge on the air. Now it's going to be on the record. I'm turning 65.
Yes.
You're not allowed to make fun of me when I turn 65. You're not allowed.
That's not going to happen.
I don't want the damn black balloons and the ridiculous black cake that's shaped like a coffin. I don't want any of it.
Well,
a wheelchair.
We'll put a picture of you on it. That'll be degrading enough.
See what I'm saying? All right, my man. We're here all day.
Hey, thanks, Marty.
And
Thanks
we're
for
here
doing
to
this.
support this wonderful cause, quite frankly.
Absolutely.
And to draw awareness, because most of us don't understand the magnitude of what happens to these young women in these precarious situations.
Yeah.
And how important this kind of shelter is.
Yeah. I think it's important. We're grateful that we've never had to experience. I'm so grateful
great
that I've
point.
never had to experience anything like what they experience. So when I hear about it, when I hear the stories, I feel like I'm experiencing it, and I want to do anything I can to help.
What's up with the Dosan? Is it gone?
Yeah, it's a seasonal thing.
Seasonal?
Yeah.
What the hell's that mean?
That means that we turn it off and it's
Like they
it's
grow
certain
in,
times.
they only grow in a certain season?
No. We have to make people want them really bad to come back, like punchkis.
Punchki,
Like,
man.
by the time they come back, everybody's just rolling for them.
The best French toast I've ever had in my life. Ever. Right here. My man.
Thanks.
Mark Schroeder. Thanks, brother. We'll be checking back in.
Thank you.
You heard him say it. He's not allowed to make fun of me for getting old. Ish. By the minute. All right, folks. We're live at Oakmont Bakery. I'm privileged to be here. We'll be right back. Come on out and see us, by the way. It's Donut Day, so if you buy something, you get a free donut, too. From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, good morning. What's going on out there?
Yeah, good morning. Well, the Parkway East is looking a little bit better, at least on the outbound side. The inbound side just slowing at Edgewood Swissvale as you head into the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. However, the Parkway West inbound, solid before the top of Greentree
About
Hill.
4 minutes.
You're going to stay in that traffic all the way down into the Fort Pitt Tunnel. The outbound side of the Parkway West, though, looks pretty good. You're up to speed as you head toward the airport and Robinson. And 79 North moving pretty well through the S-Bend, approaching the S-Bends and into the construction there. We are seeing some points where our signals are getting a little bit of a slowdown, but for the most part, you're up to speed. AAA traffic on the 5s. I'm Heather Zambito on the Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
All the news you need for your day and the sports, music, and podcasts you love are all on the free Odyssey app. Download now.
Score free gifts for the greatest dad this Father's Day at Lowe's. Get 2 free select DeWalt tools with your purchase of a 20-volt max battery 2-pack, up to a $438 value. And get a free Werner 2-foot aluminum ladder with purchase of an 8-foot fiberglass ladder. Visit us in-store or online for more deals you can't beat. Lowe's knows dads. Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 6/12. While supplies last. Selection varies by location.
How much is safety and peace of mind worth to you? Severe weather can happen suddenly, and the AccuWeather app gives you more accurate and timely warnings than any other source, right down to the street level. A Premium Plus subscription on the AccuWeather app costs less than a cup of coffee each month. And with it, you get the fastest and most accurate alerts to keep you and your loved ones safer. Clear, concise, and actionable forecasts with superior accuracy. Download the AccuWeather app and choose a Premium Plus subscription today.
This portion of the show is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Visit them at awaken180weightloss.com.
As a manufacturing professional, there's a lot that keeps you up at night. From equipment malfunctions to unplanned downtime, your operations demand constant attention. Finally, there's a solution, thanks to Maintain X. All across the greater Pittsburgh area, manufacturers are eliminating unplanned equipment and operational downtime with Maintain X. Maintain X is the asset management system that brings your maintenance downtime to zero. With Maintain X, leading enterprises like Titan America have improved production where it matters most. Equipment uptime and on-time delivery increased by more than 40%. Maintain X lets you build preventative maintenance schedules, manage work orders in real time, and access the data you need to make better decisions. Make unplanned downtime a thing of the past. Right now, you can try Maintain X for free. Control the daily operations of your business by going to maintainx.com. That's maintain and the letter X.com.
A big fan of CCAC. I'm going to give you 3 examples, really good ones. They have this insanely cool culinary program. It's unbelievable. Number 2, they have an amazing, cutting-edge, robotics, high-tech program. Number 3, fantastic nursing program. And check this out. All of these kids leave school debt-free. How about that? And most of them are offered jobs. CCAC, folks, it rocks.
Thinking of popping the question? Diamonds Direct has an offer you can't miss. This month only, buy a natural diamond engagement ring of 1 carat plus and receive a free natural 1 carat diamond tennis bracelet valued at $2,000. Imagine giving her the ring of her dreams and her wedding gift all at once. No one provides education, selection, and value like Diamonds Direct. Your chance to get a free tennis bracelet from your friends at Diamonds Direct won't last long. Details at diamondsdirect.com.
Is your IRS tax debt making you feel anxious? The professionals at Allies Tax Relief are ready to negotiate your fresh start. Call them now, 800-230-5174.
CBS Eye on Veterans, presented by University of Maryland Global Campus. Veteran Support Organization Mission Roll Call CEO, retired Army Lieutenant Colonel Jim Whaley, has this warning for Congress and the VA, who both have been slow to ensure that all veterans are guaranteed a path to a better life after military service.
We just need to get behind it in a bipartisan way. And the goal is, at the end of it, freedom, nothing less. Because if we don't fix these problems, we become a weak country. And we can't man the services. And we can't defend our interests abroad. And then history repeats itself. And that's not good.
Some puzzles are hard to solve, others are hard to prove. Listen to Blood is Thicker, The Hargan Family Killings, wherever you get your podcasts. Access episodes early and ad-free with 48 Hours Plus on Apple Podcasts.
Get Marty, brought to you by the law firm of Rosen and Harry. No slogans or gimmicks, just results.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Marty, we're live at Oakmont Bakery. Today's the last day of school for my kids. You remember that? You remember that last day? Kind of that vibe, how exciting it was? And then what they do, they start hassling you about staying up late, going to Kennywood with their friends, and you're giving them money. It's a joy to behold. We're live at Oakmont Bakery, one of my favorite spots. For every dozen donuts they sell today, they will donate $5 to Refuge for Women. This is an amazing organization that has established roots here in a fantastic facility here, and they're here to make a difference. And Michelle is joining us. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous. Michelle Margatai.
That's right, Margatai.
I don't think most people, and I know they don't, understand the gravity of the situation facing women, do they?
I didn't until a couple of years ago when I found out about this organization. And I don't think anybody in Pittsburgh understands how much our women, our young women, are being exploited sexually and also are being trafficked in this area, in this region. And it is not what you see in the movies.
No. In fact, when I did some research on this and found the number here locally to be up in the thousands, I was actually kind of shocked.
Yeah, it's I consider it sort of the unspoken epidemic in our region, that people don't want to talk about it because it's too scary. But the only way we're going to address it is if we get in front of it and actually deal with it and start talking about it and begin to save these women who are more than capable of saving themselves, but they need to be connected to the right resources.
Kind of establish, not a typical case, but
Sure.
an example of what this means and how this occurs and how it's happening right now.
Right. So it happens in a number of ways. First, I'm going to start with what it doesn't happen.
Sure.
The whole movie system that shows the van pulling up or
Right.
the creepy guys following you at
Right.
a local store, that is only 6% of cases start that way. The majority of cases start through online grooming, where your daughter, let's say, whatever age, 14, 21, 35, might be on the phone, might be online with somebody who's actually, they think maybe their own age, or maybe somebody who might be a romantic interest. And actually, this person could be anyone, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world. And they groom them slowly, surely, figure out by their posts what's bothering them, and basically become their friend. And it happens over time. And I was talking to somebody who said, I didn't even realize that this was happening to my daughter when it was happening, because it was just like a part of her regular daily life. And then the next thing you know, they ask for a photo. The New York Times just did a huge piece on young men who are committing suicide because they're sending photos of themselves to a woman that they think is a woman who's interested in them. And actually it's somebody in Tunisia. and then they start to blackmail them for money.
Wow.
And these young men are we're talking 14, 15 years old. They're so afraid of being found out of what they did that they are attempting suicide. So it's a real issue.
So people understand the gravity and the scope, and this is just some numbers that I've been pulling all morning. Department of State estimates about 28 million people are victims of human trafficking worldwide, which is sick, quite frankly.
Yes.
It's risen by a shocking 12% between 2016 and now. And listen to this. An estimated $150 billion in profits
Yes.
annually.
It's one of the number one growing industries in the world, which makes me sick to say that, because honestly, traffickers don't look at these women or boys or children as human beings. They are commodities to them. Things that can be sold again and again and again. So we do know that women are often sold up to 10 times a day, and they can make up to $10,000 a week on these women. And that doesn't include all the videos and the photographs and all the other stuff. But it is, for me personally, it is about connecting women who want to get out of the life and giving them the resources that they need to get out of this life, because it is horrific what they go through.
Yeah, and what people in Pittsburgh don't wonder, we're all parochial and family and old-fashioned. Nah, that doesn't happen here. That's just on television. And the other thing that kind of sickens me is this whole pretty woman stereotype, that these just beautiful girls standing on the streets and they look like models and they're really happy with this life.
No. I mean, I think
it's vile.
I think there are sex workers out there, and that's not what this is about.
Right.
This is about women who are the definition of sex trafficking and exploitation is you're being manipulated, forced, or coerced. It is against the law. And sometimes these women, the survivors, are convinced that these people care about them because they may come from circumstances where they're looking for something. They're looking for love. Right. Their own family. Oh, definitely. We have a woman who was trafficked by her own family and held a full-time job in an office 40 hours a week, and then would come home on Fridays and would be trafficked by her parents in her 30s.
Jesus.
We have, I know from the work that we do at the FBI and with the Department of Justice, Attorney General's office in Western Pennsylvania, the Western Division, which just came out and announced that there was a person in Bridgeville, a person in Penn Hills, a person in Moore, up and in Mount Lebanon, all who are being charged and for sexually exploiting minors.
And that's my neighborhood.
So when I tell you that this
case.
does not happen, it is not
You're
what
right.
you see in the movies.
1,000%.
It's not the poor kid. Yes, it can be, but it is everywhere.
It's fascinating. It's compelling, and it's important that we tell this story. You got to love folks like the Sorayos who make this so paramount in their lives. They're busy as hell as it is, but they make this more significance to make this difference.
And his family and this team here at Oakmont Bakery. I tell you what, last week, Mark and I were both on vacation talking in text to each other. He does not give up. He has been with us. We're new in town.
Yep.
We're a national organization, but we're new, and we're opening up an emergency home is a rough thing to do.
Right.
The amount of money that we need, we spend about $750,000 a year when we're fully staffed, because we have therapists and social workers. We're not just doing good, we're doing right.
Spend most of our day talking about this. Michelle.
Perfect.
Thank you so much for
I
being here.
appreciate you so much.
Folks, we're live at Oakmont Bakery. Right back.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-403-5569 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-403-5569. That's 800-403-5569. What do you have to lose? Call 800-403-5569. Again, 800-403-5569.
Wow, this is cool. This is a big event at all Levin furniture and mattress stores. Wow. One of the Levin's greatest sales ever. Check it out. Start with $100 off your order. Then get Levin's longest free financing offer ever. Wow. 0% down for 72 months, $34.99 minimum, 30% down required. Plus, they pay your sales tax. I absolutely love this on the entire order. Check out Levin's sale right now.
Medicare Solutions Studios.
Voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
It's cloudy and 70 at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. The county's latest fatal shooting happened overnight in Braddock Hills. The 911 call came in a few minutes before 2 a.m. Police say the shooting took place in the parking lot at J Cat's Bar in the 1200 block of Wilkins Avenue. A man with multiple gunshot wounds died at the scene, and now detectives with Allegheny County Police are investigating. A young woman is charged with homicide in Thursday's fatal shooting of a man in Carrick. Police were sent to a residence on Winoka Street shortly before noon after a man called 911 saying he'd been shot. First responders found him on the floor, gunshot wound to the chest. He was taken to a hospital in critical condition and died a short time later. Investigators say 23-year-old Brianna DeDolce told officers she shot the man twice after they got into an argument. She claims the man was physically and verbally abusive. Allegheny County leaders announced Thursday a new program to move people from shelters to affordable housing. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has the story.
500 and 500 is a collaborative effort by housing advocates and other elected leaders who unveiled a major affordable housing initiative
places that keep Oakmont in the case. Everything's